Welcome to Let's Get Real, a podcast where we talk about all things Muskingum women's soccer. I'm your host, Lauren Hurdle, and today I'm joined by Daisy Goldberg and Leah Skufka, who are both freshmen on the team. Today, we're going to cover a little bit of everything. So we're going to talk about recruiting and soccer, to both of them being nursing majors and now joining a sorority and campus life stuff as well. So, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Let's start with your recruiting journeys. Leah, we'll start with you first because I know a little bit about that.
All right.
Describe what that process was like and how you ultimately chose Muskingum.
I feel like I started a little later than I should have. I started looking like my junior year, like going into the winter, and I thought I was going to be like behind, and I was like really worried because I wanted to like always play in college and everything. And I remember reaching out actually first to Muskingum. I forgot her name. It wasn't Coach G, it was the other.
Coach Mao.
Yeah,
Coach Mal.
and I think I emailed her initially, and we I think she watched me at Blue Chip, and we just kept, in contact and everything. And yeah, and I'm here now.
Yeah. I mean, I started probably my junior year because I played basketball forever. Yeah. And then when that kind of stopped, I was like, wait, I still want to play in college. I want to do something. So let's try to do soccer. So it's really, you're not late.
Yeah,
but
I always just heard of others starting their sophomore year.
Yeah,
that's just what I heard, and then I was like, oh, I feel like I should be doing something.
Yeah, I mean, people still commit and do that stuff their senior year too.
Yeah, and I saw that as I was already in college. I was like, oh, I was worrying about nothing.
Yeah. So why Muskingum?
I like the small campus atmosphere. I feel like if I went to a bigger school, I wouldn't like it as much. I went to a small high school. So it's just kind of what I'm used to, in a sense. I also wanted to be farther away from home just to kind of push myself outside of my comfort zone more, just get out there. And I also have one of the most renowned nursing programs too. So
yeah, for sure. And a little bit of backstory. So me and Leah knew each other from playing club together.
Yes.
Together. I mean, obviously we
lifted together.
Yeah, a couple years younger, but we still had a couple games and practices and stuff together, and then obviously we did the little lifting and strength and conditioning program. Yeah, that was fun. I really enjoyed that. So, and I would say doing that with club helped a lot when I first got here too.
Definitely.
So, all right, Daisy, what was your recruiting process like?
So I also kind of started late in a sense. I started my junior year, but more beginning of my junior year, maybe end of sophomore year, just kind of getting into it. Yeah. But then I knew I wanted to play soccer in college too, because I've been playing all my life, just like you guys probably. Yeah. So then I just started contacting coaches, and that was the whole thing. And I knew I didn't want to play I wanted a smaller school kind of vibe, so I knew D3 or D2 would have been better. And then I just really started doing visits with other D3 schools and stuff like that. And especially Muskingum, I contacted Coach Mal too, and I love that she was French. I knew it immediately when I called her, and I was she came with her accent. I'm are you from France? And she's yes. And she's how'd you know? I'm well, my mom's from France, so I'm it's easy. But that connection kind of made it a little easier too. But yeah, so I started contacting coaches. It came to some games. We kind of had the same tournaments. Not Blue Chip. I've never been to Blue Chip.
I went to
actually. Yeah.
2 years in a row, I think.
Blue Chip?
Yeah. But we're both from kind of the same area, Cleveland. So
15 minutes. Yeah. I would see Leah at tournaments. I think I've played against you.
But I didn't know you yet. I knew of you.
I knew of you. I knew what you looked like.
Yeah.
But anyways, stirring off of that. But I'd say the recruiting process, I needed a lot of support from my parents because it was kind of hard, honestly. I mean, putting yourself out there and trying to almost not sell yourself, but
I mean, you are.
You are selling
really
yourself,
are.
Why you want to be a part of that program too. But it's also coaches convincing you to join their program. So that was cool. That was fun to do. And ultimately, why I chose Muskingum, because I toured Heidelberg and was interested in kind of all the D3 schools kind of around this in Ohio, really. I didn't really want to go out of state or anything like that. So what ultimately led me here to Muskingum was, Leah said, the smaller school vibe. I came from a really big high school. It's one of the biggest in Ohio. I had maybe 500 60 people in my class.
Dang.
And graduating. And so like I guess I wanted a smaller school. I knew I didn't want like a big school vibe. I like going around and like knowing people, knowing my professors and stuff like that. So I like that. And then also too, I wanted to pursue a career in nursing, and I know they had a really good nursing program here, and I've heard really good things about it. So that kind of, both those things checked off the list. My biggest thing was being in a team that was very welcoming, and the Muskingum like women's soccer team really did that for me. And I was like, I remember sitting at dinner, and there was just all these girls around me, and I just felt very a part of the team, even though I wasn't really a part of it yet. They just treated me like a part of their team. So I knew that was also something that was really
like that
nice.
was like at home in a sense.
Yeah, me too.
Like you just know, you get like a feeling.
Yeah, that's what my parents said too, was like they really could see me here when we went on kind of more like walking tours and stuff like that with like and coaches and stuff like that. But yeah.
That's awesome. Cool. Be honest. What scared you the most day one? Like move-in day, first day of preseason. What were you most nervous for?
I missed home a lot. I'm gonna be honest. I like the first week. I probably cried like every night. I'm completely honest.
That's so real. We've all been there.
I remember we were talking about that like after like our 2-a-days. We would like just be like, I just want to cry, and like sorry,
And it's
I didn't mean to get like
okay,
sad.
because you're from far away from home.
Yeah.
It's all new and it's scary.
Yeah, but that like completely, that was like the only like scary thing. It was just like being out of your comfort zone, being away from home. But like, you know, you got to be out of your, nothing changes if nothing changes. So you got to be out of your element to grow.
And now look, you two are very
and now like
comfortable
I don't
now.
even want to go home. But yeah, I feel like that's like the only thing that really scared me. And also just like I was scared that it was like the trainings were gonna be really hard and stuff. So like I trained like all summer because I was like terrified that I was gonna like underperform or something, or be like just not good.
I remember texting you over the summer and you were like, so the beep test.
That was what I was mainly scared for because I'd never done that before. I've always done the pacer test, which is like it's a different like scoring scale, and the beep test is like significantly harder, and I'd never done it before. The first time I'm doing it is in a college soccer tryout.
Yeah,
I was
literally.
like, I need to like know what I'm doing, what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah. Daisy, did you have something different?
I would consider myself more of a social person, so I was really excited to go to college, and I knew like I would be fine away from home. I mean, it's hard, don't get me wrong. I still miss home. Like I'm excited to go home on like Easter break and stuff like that. But again, like Leah, like putting yourself in a new environment where you have to be on your own and independent and all that stuff, it does like scare you a little bit because you're like, oh man, like my parents aren't here. You know what I mean? I mean, like you can call them.
Do anything.
Yeah, you have like that's what's scary. Like, oh, you have the freedom. You could lay in bed all day, skip classes if you wanted to. But I knew also too, like I had a hard time during preseason. It's just like it's a normal thing. Like talking to like all the upperclassmen now, they're like, oh yeah, we cried too. Like it's okay. It's okay to talk about. It's very normal. And I knew like at the end of preseason, we were like, man, I'm loving this. Like why was I crying before? But I guess I was just like scared of being like on my own for the first time because that's an adjustment. But I was also thinking more like school-wise, like with like soccer and like nursing school. I was like, oh man, how am I going to balance that? Like I was like collegial like sports are more intense, more, you know what I mean? You require more effort and stuff like that. Like I was very involved in high school. Like you too, like we both played soccer in high school, obviously, but like managing that with schoolwork, you get kind of a good feel of it, but I didn't know what to expect coming to here. So that was also one of my biggest things that I was kind of afraid about. And then also too, like the physicality like required for a collegial sport. I was also very scared of that coming in. So like I worked out over the summer as well. And the beep test definitely scared me too. Because I'm also used to like other kind of like, I guess, more simpler kind of like drills. Not exactly like the beep test, but like more like full field suicides or something like that. So I was like, what do I do? You know what I mean?
And I feel like a lot of people, I mean, before they come into college, there isn't like a fitness test. It's just you do fitness in practice or you do it as a punishment or something like that. Like there isn't like, oh, you have to get to this level because we expect this is what you should be at. Yep. So it's very interesting when you like first experience something like that.
Yeah. And I'd say it's good that we did it, so now we know what to expect now,
Yeah.
But it's hard when you're first coming and you don't know what to expect, because I'm a person that likes to know how to do things, so very type A.
Yes.
But yeah, I would say that's kind of just the major things I was kind of like a little scared about, I guess.
Yeah. And going off of that, what is something about college that has turned out better than expected now that you are almost a year in, which is crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy. We're getting old.
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
Unk status.
Unk status.
I was like scared, like going off of like what Daisy said, just like balancing everything. I thought it was gonna be really hard, like especially nursing. Like everyone talks about how it's like this like rigorous program and everything, and it is. But like you know what you're doing. Like if you really like lock in on it and like put your to-do list, you have everything squared away, you'll be fine and set. But that was one thing I was really scared of, because I never had like high school. I just kind of like breezed by. It wasn't all that for me, so I didn't really have, it wasn't like a challenge to do high school and soccer with that, like club or varsity. So I was pretty scared of like the nursing program and then soccer. Like, am I gonna make my practices if I have like class over, just all that.
I would say definitely like it was like I was coming into like the program and like everything here. I was a little, again, like Leah said, like worried how I was going to be able to balance everything. But really, I feel like, but also too, it depends on the person. Like I feel like soccer also motivates me to get things done. I'm like, I know I need to focus and have all my focus in practice, so let me get my homework done. Or I have a game, I'm gonna study for my test so I don't worry about it later, come back from a game late, and then trying to scramble and do everything like that. So in my sense, and I feel like also too, like off season, I'm less motivated to get things done.
Yeah, because it kind of forces you. Sorry, I didn't mean to like interrupt, but like soccer kind of forces you to like get your stuff done.
Yeah.
Do you guys like study on the bus? Like how?
Oh, yeah.
I know a lot of people do that, but some people just they can't for whatever reason, car sick or whatnot.
It
like
is hard.
How do you manage that? Like in season. Obviously, right now you have a lot of time.
I would say definitely when you have like free time, because like me personally, like I get motion sick on the bus. So like if I had long assignments, I would try to get them done. But like I was able to do, like if I had to do work, like you have to make that sacrifice and like really put in the work and sometimes push past that kind of motion sickness, which I did. But I would say like the biggest thing is like getting that work done like ahead of time. Like if you manage your time, like you look throughout the week and you're like, oh, okay, so I have maybe like an hour before practice. Let me get it done now so I don't have to do it in the bus later,
I think going off that is like, yes, you will have free time, even in season. You will have free time. You will have time to have fun, do stuff like that. But what are you going to do during that free time?
Yes.
Are you going to nap for 3 hours when you could be getting homework done so then you can go hang out with friends later? Like, it's
a balance.
Yeah, it's a balance.
That's what college is all about.
It's sacrifice too. Like, what are you willing to give up in order to be better at something else?
Yep.
Yeah, it's all about time management. Like you could nap for 3 hours, or you could nap for 1 hour and do 2 hours. You could work.
And then get 7 to 9 hours of sleep if you actually do it right.
You can do it all. It's just about how you block your time.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest things I've learned.
And college is kind of like a learning curve in that sense. Like you're not going to be good at it in the beginning, or maybe you will. You never know. But like,
I don't think anybody is.
I don't think anybody is.
Shoot, I'm still not good at it.
Yeah, I don't think any of us
I don't know
will.
how I'm here, honestly.
But like, you definitely do learn. College is all about balance. Like kind of what you said, Lauren. Like, you could nap for 3 hours, but you could, you know what I mean? Like, you can do that one day and then another day. Like, you can switch on. It doesn't always have to be like you always have to do your work. You know what I mean? In all that sense. But like, just learning how to like, knowing when is the right time to really like lock in a sense, and then when is the right time to just experience and just like have fun, because that's what college is all about. Like, yes, you have responsibilities in the classroom and as an athlete, but also you have your things in like your social life too that you have to kind of make sure you're all balancing. So I would just say it's all about balancing, and I feel like here at Muskingum, like that's something that I've learned as a person, and I'd say it's a good skill that's going to carry out like past college and everything.
Yeah, I'd agree.
How has being a member of a team helped you adjust? do you have any stories about upperclassmen or even like your fellow freshmen, like all of you coming together and kind of figuring this all out?
I mean, yeah, we're kind of all in the same boat, so we all have like the same struggles, everything, like coming in, like if someone's nervous about like being away from home, like, okay, that was me too, and we can all just kind of like talk about that and be in that same boat together.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with like the upperclassmen, like they went through that too. Like upperclassmen went through that too. Like Lauren, I remember. I mean, like you went through. You were.
It was
a
only
freshman.
3.5, 4 years ago. Like
Yeah,
it wasn't.
I know,
It
but like,
wasn't
you
that
went-
long ago. But like I still obviously remember all of it. I know exactly what I went through. Like having, I think for you guys, having people like us of all different ages, whether it's a year older or 3 years older than you, like. We all have had different experiences and probably share the same experiences with you,
For
at
sure.
least some of them.
And I would say like, especially like I know there's like older like teammates like Morty or like Kai who are also nursing majors like us.
That helps for sure.
And like knowing that you have kind of, especially with like a smaller school setting, like you have that connection with your teammates, you feel more a part of a community, I would say. I can't really speak for it because we are part of an athletic team, but I feel like we kind of have an upper hand in a way because we have, I mean, like a community like within our soccer team to rely on. So if something goes hard, yes, we have people to go to. And I feel like going into my nursing classes, knowing that I have like Leah, or going into like any kind of like general ed class where I know like I have other classmates, like Nat is in our chem class. Like if if we are having issues or like we need to talk to somebody about like stress and like how exams are or anything like that, like we have kind of that sense. And I would say like our soccer team kind of gives what?
Almost there, you got it.
Yeah, I got it. But like kind of gives you kind of like into like a sense of support, you know? And especially like starting like going into like a new environment and stuff like that, like knowing again like you are part of a community kind of gives you like a little bit of confidence in a sense, you know, like you already know some people, so you're more comfortable in a sense. So you want to like talk to more people. At least that's how I work.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about nursing a little bit more. Why did you both want to be in the nursing program? What makes you want to be a nurse?
From like when I was really young, I've always seen myself working in like the medical field or in, like any type of healthcare. I just want to like help people. Like I feel a sense of like, I just feel good inside when I help people, and like I want to give that to other people and help as much as I can.
I would say, yeah, kind of the same thing. I think like soccer really brought that kind of quality out. And me personally, I'm sure you can say the same. Like you have teammates that are down. Like I was always the first person to go and be like, hey, what's up? Or like, what's going on? Or like if a new kind of person came in, I was always drawn to that. Like if people need help, like I've always find myself gravitating towards that, like wanting to do that. And I would also say too, like I'm kind of a first generation American here. So like both of my parents have different cultures, and I find myself kind of like talking to people who are different from me to just, I don't know, it's like an interest. So I feel like in the medical field, you're going to deal with people and their differences and stuff like that. And just having like those qualities, I know all combined, like the empathy and stuff too. Like I knew that I would make a great fit kind of in that medical environment, like helping people out. Like Leah said, it does make me feel good that I'm doing something good for someone and being kind of a support system, or like, you know, being empathetic to those needs. And I know I can put myself in their shoes and be like, how can I help you? How can I get you to feel better in that sense? So I would say that too. And also too, I do like biology. I don't like chemistry.
That's crazy.
But I do like biology. I mean, like, I have to work for biology, I'm gonna say. It doesn't come naturally, but I do enjoy like learning it too. So that's also a big aspect, like kind of all that combined. Like
Like at the end of the day, like like when I get a job as a nurse, when I come home, I feel like I didn't just like waste my time. Like I spent my time helping someone. Like I impacted someone's life. And
that's awesome.
Like
in a positive way.
Yeah, that's awesome. So going off that, you guys are about to finish your freshman year. You've kind of been thrown into it, and they said good luck, pretty much. You guys have handled it really well, though. What is something that you guys are excited for the next 3 years, like nursing-wise?
I'm excited for clinicals next year.
Me too.
Yeah. What makes you most excited about that?
just getting to work hands-on in like the hospital environment, or I think we started out at a nursing home, but like either way, like a healthcare kind of environment, just getting, because like it's one thing to like excel in the classroom, but that like excelling in like the hands-on, like actually like doing something, working on a patient, it's like
that's where you really
transfers
learn
more,
for sure. And I mean, that's any major, like actually going out and doing it. Like for me, like a sports major, going out and working a Final Four or having an internship with a baseball team, like actually going to do something, is you're going to get a lot more experience and knowledge than you are sitting in a classroom watching a professor read off notes on a slide. Like, yeah.
That I would also like to go off what Leah said. Like, I'm a big hands-on person, and I feel like it's very important to learn like your basic like knowledge and skills. Obviously, you need to have that. You need to have that kind of knowledge going into like the real kind of workplace. But I'm very excited to kind of take what I'm learning in class and like our lab settings, like with nursing, and take it and work on those skills on people, like a hands-on experience.
Yeah.
I feel like you said, when you're in that environment, you just develop the skills that will just help you later when you are a nurse or wherever. So I'm really excited for clinicals. I've been waiting. I'm very excited. I think it's going to be a good setting to kind of like learn how nurses do it and everything, and just like correlating it and kind of building those skills early.
Have any of the upperclassmen on the team like prepared you for anything like that?
Morty kind of talked about it a little bit, like
no horror stories or anything, but like
I know Kai said like she loved the ER. Or something, like or maybe she did an internship with that. I don't know about clinicals.
I think she did, because I remember her saying she wanted to like work in that, like,
because it's really cool. Like there's a lot going on.
Personally, what I want to do.
Okay.
And I'm completely opposite.
And what do you want to do?
Kind of like I was thinking more like OB, like delivery, like of that thing, or like I was thinking like building off like becoming like a CRNA or like a nurse practitioner in that sense. Like I feel like in the ER, I get to, like, weird it out. You know what I mean? Like,
too much going on.
Yeah, I'd be overstimulated. Yeah. But, like, if I can really sit with, like, a patient for, like, a couple of hours, or, like, really building that connection. I'm a big connection person, so if I make the connection with the patients, like, that's just kind of my vibe. But no hate to the ER or anything. It's just, I know I couldn't do it.
It's just how people work differently. Like, I can't sit still for more than, like, 30 minutes. Like in class, I'm like antsy, so I could like bounce from one thing to another and just like be doing a lot. Like in high stress situations, I feel like I can fully lock in.
Okay. All right, let's switch gears a little bit and touch a little more on like student life and kind of outside of soccer, outside of school. So I know you both just joined a sorority.
Yeah.
What brought you to that? Like why'd you want to join a sorority?
I honestly didn't see myself, because we both joined in the spring semester. I'm gonna be honest, I did not see myself joining a sorority at all. Yeah. That was not on my 2026 bingo card at all. So
there were a lot of things not on my 2026 bingo card.
Yeah, and it's only April. So,
wild.
Or March. Tomorrow's April. Anyway, I just kind of like chose, like I got the opportunity. I got what's called an open bid, which is where someone gives you an envelope.
Like an acceptance.
We just had Maggie on who like described everything about sororities.
She's probably better because we're kind of new to
We're still kind of like,
you
know, learning the ropes of it and everything. But yeah, so I felt like I would be missing out if I said no to such like a big opportunity. Like I knew I would regret it later if I said no or declined it, because that's just like I have FOMO, fear of missing out on stuff. So I would like think about it, and like you're in it and Kaylee's also in it, and I would, if like they're coming back from something, they're all talking about like, oh, we did this and that, I'd be like, oh,
you'd be like, oh,
you know. But yeah, that's kind of my view, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity. I've already made so many great bonds with some of the girls and everything. I love it, and I'm excited. And
it's a good way to get you to, like you said, like meet more people that are outside the team. Like, yes, you have people in classes and stuff, but especially being nursing, you're going to see the same people every single day.
Yeah.
Like, at least now you get to meet other people from other different majors, all different other classes, stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say we had Kaylee, Leah, and I, we all kind of had a connection to why we all three of us joined. We got an open bid from one of our friends, me and Leah, are friends with mostly, but like we made the connection with like because Kaylee's with us, so
Yeah, of course.
So we kind of all got to know each other. But we got an open bid from Mia, and I remember I could totally see Kaylee in it. Like that is her vibe.
Yeah.
Like that is so awesome for her. I knew she would be like awesome. I'm not saying we aren't either, but I knew like
I'm being honest.
I at the beginning of the year I was like, no, I don't see myself in the sorority, and now I'm looking back, I'm like, oh wow, like I really went against, but like in a positive way, I guess.
Yeah, because there is such like a stereotype with it. Like,
there is, for sure.
The Alabama
for sure. I mean,
sororities.
I almost joined one my sophomore year, but
Yeah.
just with soccer and other things starting to like heat up a little bit, I was like, all right, I don't have time for this anymore.
Yeah. I would also say like building off of that, like yes, like I went in there because I knew like personally me, like in high school I was very involved, and I wasn't just a student athlete. Like I was a part of like the marching band,
Same.
a lot of the music programs.
Yeah, I was in choir.
Like NHS, like all that stuff. Like I wanted to continue kind of what I did in high school and like build it off in college, because I don't want to lose that. Like you are a person outside of your sport. Like your sport is a part of you, but you are able to build kind of more of a life outside of your sport.
Yeah, for sure.
Because unfortunately, one day it's gonna be over, and
That
you're
it
not
is.
gonna be a student.
Don't look at me.
I'm supposed to look at you.
It will be over one day, unfortunately.
So it's good to build that. So like I wanted to get involved outside of soccer, and when I got the open bid, I was like, this is a really good opportunity to meet new people, to involve myself more, and I really like kind of the philanthropy kind of aspect, like the community service. I'm very big on that. I think it looks great, like when you go into like the workforce, if you really like showcase like all the stuff you did within like the sorority, like joining a committee, being a head of it, like that really shows and builds skills for like a job in the future. And then also too, kind of networking, like you never know, your employer could be like a part of Theta Phi Alpha, and you just talk about that, and that little connection and networking from like that one thing can really just kind of help you in the future. And you build those leadership skills, those like, it's just, I saw so many positives to it, and like Leah said, there's like so many stereotypes about it, but like I'm telling you, this sorority on campus is way different from like an Alabama sorority.
Oh, for sure.
It's very small,
For sure.
like, and it's just I've really enjoyed it so far.
And
more like
going
a
off
family,
of what you said, like, you never know who you're going to meet that's in a sorority at another school or something like that. Like, both of my parents were in Greek life at Akron, and the amount of times that my dad has been interviewing potential, like, new people for any of his jobs that he's had, and he sees his fraternity on there, he automatically wants to talk to that person more. Like, even if whether they were at Akron or they were at a different school that has the same fraternity, like, he wants to talk to them more, and it's just that automatic connection that you have with somebody. So it's kind of cool. All right, so you guys, I feel like I always see you everywhere, all over campus. You guys are always at events and stuff, which is awesome. Like, keep doing that. Like, that's how you have fun. That's how you make memories. What has been your favorite event or just thing that you've attended? You could have multiple. It can be like an event that happens every week or something that we've only had once. Like, touch on that.
Well, we haven't been in a minute, but something we'd always go to, like our friend group, we'd always go to Brood, which is every Thursday night at 8, and they have either like Cahoots or like bingo or whatever. Blickets. The off-brand Kahoot. They have that, like all those things for like prizes, and then you get, I almost forgot the most important part, the lemonade and the coffee.
That is the most important part.
Free lemonade and coffee. It was just something that got us out, going to do stuff, because it's boring sitting in your dorm and like there's stuff to do and like that, like no one's doing anything on Thursday night. I mean, well, we are now. But like in the winter and stuff, when like everyone's depressed and like sad, it's cold.
When that seasonal depression hits,
then you gotta like get up and get yourself out there and get yourself doing stuff. Brood's probably one of my favorite like events or things to do though.
I would say that too, honestly. Like just going in and like, I know I've won like one thing. I got like a free like Lego like what is it, like bouquet or something?
Okay.
Just from like going and like
hey,
doing
I'm not very lucky either, but during Palooza last year I won a Nintendo Switch. So
Palooza.
And my freshman year I won a TV, but that was it. Those are like the only two things I've ever won.
I won a 30-pack bag of Miss Vicky's chips.
That I also dabbed my hands into, so that was good. But yeah, I would say Brood is really cool because I mean, like, who doesn't love free stuff or like the opportunity to love free stuff?
Yeah.
And that's a nice thing about
I always lose bingo, but I still go because there's a chance that you could win.
Yeah, or you just get like a free drink. Like we'll just go in. Like I think last
week we went after practice. Or wait, did we have practice last? Yeah.
Last Thursday.
Yeah, last Thursday.
We did.
And then we got out, and then we had time to go because we went to D Hall at 8 or something, and then we went to Brood
right after. Just grabbed a quick drink and just went out. Like it's and you still get like your like attendance.
Yeah, you like
yeah, exactly. So like you don't have to like stay and do the whole thing, but like why not? If it's free stuff,
you see people there,
you talk.
Hang
Sometimes there's free food too, like pizzas and stuff. I think there was that last time.
We had like Buffalo Wild Wings, I think, one time.
Oh yeah. Also like talking about beat up, like if you go to basketball games to like
the Wild Wing.
You'll get Wild Wings if they win or get a certain amount of points. So that was also my favorite event because who doesn't love free stuff?
We've been to Buffalo Wild Wings like 3 times.
Yeah, and it's free.
Which is crazy because when we first started that promotion in the athletic department, it like nobody ever won. I believe the first team to ever do it was women's basketball. And I think that was my junior year, either my sophomore or junior year.
Oh, so this is like a new thing.
It's newer.
I thought it's been here for like ever.
That was like
No, it's newer. And then the second team to ever do it was volleyball. And it was crazy. She literally did it. It was Sierra. She did it on the last 2 plays of the game. Both of them were service aces. And she won. Yeah, it was awesome because like their promotion was you had to get so many service aces or something. Yeah. And she did it on the last 2 plays of the game, won the whole game, and got everybody beat ups. It was sick.
Yeah. I would have been there.
It was really sick.
It is just fun going to basketball games because like usually the whole soccer team will go together.
Yeah, to represent
a fun way to like it's kind of team bonding aspect too.
Yeah, I would say so too. I also really enjoyed like I know this is kind of like but like the preseason hangouts like we did as a team.
Yeah,
that was fun. Like we always like. I always forget about that, but like
I forgot about that.
I thought that was fun, like hanging out as a team and
hide and seek
like
around
that.
Campus.
Oh yeah,
we can't talk about that. That was fun though.
That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. All right. So one of the last couple things I want to touch on, you guys, and honestly, your whole freshman class, you guys are so close, which is awesome. How did that kind of come about? Like, can you guys kind of touch on that? Like, what makes you guys so close?
Probably like living together. Like, I know our group, like we have like kind of like a quad kind of like thing going on with like Ellie, Kaylee.
That's kind of how it ends up being. It's like 4 people here, 3 people here. Like they all end up living in the same
have
dorms.
Our own little groups, but like we all get along.
We all get along
everything.
still.
Yeah. But everyone kind of splits up in their own groups. And yeah, like in our dorm, we live in Moore or Memore. Moore is the girl side. I'm on the first floor. You're on the second floor, and then Kaylee and Daisy are all, or Kaylee and Ellie. She's gonna get mad at me for that. They're on the second floor as well. They're like across the hall from each other.
Yeah.
And we'll all just like hang out in like either Kaylee and Ellie's room or Daisy's room. We'll play Minecraft sometimes.
Yeah, Roblox.
We all just
Roblox. We're in college.
Games.
We're 19 and we still do that. I don't care.
Yeah.
I love Minecraft. I love a good Minecraft session.
But yeah.
Yes. Do you guys have like a funny memory so far? Funniest memory?
Oh my gosh! So in the winter, why did I say winter?
Actually, it was the fall because it was early December.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so like kind of I think right before winter break, there was a huge like kind of not huge, but like there was like a snowstorm. We got a good amount of snow, and
just take this.
I'm like just vote like this, just vote, Nina. But so like. So on the back of Memore, like dorm, there's like a huge hill. I mean, this school's known for its hills, so there's gonna be a hill somewhere. But it's like it's super steep, But so we decided you can go to the chess center and rent, like you just give your student ID and rent like sleds and stuff. So we're like, let's go sledding. Why not? It's fun. This hill is super steep, so it's gonna be really cool and fun and fast. So I remember Kaylee specifically saying, me and Kaylee specifically said, if you don't know how to bail or like get out of your sled when it gets like too late, you know what I mean, like you're gonna like fall or like go off course, like don't make sure you know this. And we asked everybody, and like we all were like yes, and Leah was like, oh yeah.
I was gonna say, why do I feel like this story's about you?
It's always
it's always.
But so we're all going down and stuff, and what happened? You like hurt your hand or something? It just wasn't going off good.
The whole night, something went wrong, and I only went down a hill 3 times. First time, I messed up my hand. I like scraped it up.
Because you didn't have a glove on or something.
Yeah, and then I went in my room, got my gloves. Second time, I think was when Are you gonna say?
Oh yeah. So Kaylee, Leah, and I, we all slid down, and we're waiting for Leah up top, or like something like that. So then we're like, "Come on, Leah, let's go." So Leah goes down. I think you were like sitting. You were
like
sitting
this.
like that. Because I think we were telling you, we're like, it's easier to bail out if you're on your stomach or something
And
like
I didn't
that.
want to bail out because it hurt.
Well, she didn't
Yeah.
know. Well, you didn't know how to bail out. I'm gonna be honest,
Okay.
but it's like, but so you started going down, and we're all like laughing because we're like, okay, and she's like picking up the speed, and then all of a sudden, she gets to this one part where you're supposed to stop. Like, I don't know why the sled did not stop, and it just like I guess it was
kept going and like
Yeah,
it
she-
was concrete. It was the path.
Yeah, and it was supposed to
going.
stop. And she like looks at us and starts smiling. And we're like dead silent. She looks at us. And then there's like a little creek like right nearby like that. And all of a sudden we just see Leah, and then we like look there, and then she's not there. And we're like, oh my God, where'd she go?
I didn't land in the creek though. I landed. There was like a.
Didn't
pipe.
you get stuck in like a
She
bush?
got stuck in a bush.
Yeah, you got stuck in like a bush or something.
Oh man, we were laughing so
That
hard.
video was one of the funniest videos I have seen in a
was-
long time.
We laughed first, and then we helped. We had
As
to.
you should.
Yeah, and it was
As you
so
should.
fun.
Yeah, and then the third time we went at the hill by D Hall, I lost my phone and had to look for it for like 45 minutes.
How'd you lose your phone?
Because she didn't zip her pockets.
And I went, we like just got to the hill, and I was so excited, so I just went, and I forgot that my phone was in my pocket. And
oh
yeah.
my gosh.
we did like the Find My iPhone thing on your phone, I think, or like we pinged it from your phone.
Yeah, we went on like online
I
or
went
something.
logged
and
into my
searched it up.
Apple ID or whatever,
And we found
Thank
it, and
God
we
I
were
knew
like-
that.
But it was under the snow, so there was no
bad.
way.
Like, it was packed in.
All right, last question. What advice do you have to any incoming freshmen?
I'm bad at advice. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna not know what to do, I feel like. And, like, the only way to know what to do is to kind of, like, fail in a sense. Like, you're gonna mess up. You're gonna, like, not know where you're going. Just get through it, kind of, in a sense. Like, you're gonna figure it out on the way. Everything will get easier with time. Because like it's really like the first couple weeks you're just getting used to everything. You're gonna be anxious, you're gonna have anxieties about things, because like I did, I'm sure you did,
I did
and
too.
everything. It gets easier with time, and surround yourself with like your team and your people, your community, because they will help you with, and like because we're all in the same boat and everything. So
Yeah, I would say kind of how I looked at it, like my mentality is like when I was coming from like middle school into high school, it's kind of like that. I mean, it's a lot different.
it's the same.
It's just you're adding more like responsibilities and stuff, but it's the same idea. Like if you got through that, I was telling if I got through that, I can get through this.
Yeah.
But also too is like you kind of have like kind of the advice from your upperclassmen, like they went through that too. So like knowing that you have people to rely on and like support you in any kind of like concerns or like anxiety that you have, like you have your team to help you in a sense too. And also too, like the staff here, you're gonna make friends. Like Leah said, you're gonna make mistakes in your major, in soccer, in life. I mean, it's just how it goes, but it will all work out in the end. You have a certain kind of path that you just can't see yet, but it's gonna unfold in a certain way. So just knowing like whatever kind of skills you already built, you're gonna build it further on in college. So everything will be okay. Like, and by the way, it's okay to not be okay. Like it's totally fine. Like
Yes.
there's gonna be ups and downs in college too. Like you're gonna have a rough exam, and then you're gonna have a rough game, a rough practice, like all that kind of stuff. So just like knowing that like you just got to push through it, and you have your passion for your sport to like go behind, or just kind of like your passion to pursue a career too. Just know like there's a bigger picture in the end, and it's okay. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to not be okay.
Pretty much learn to fail because it's okay. It's going to teach you lessons. Ask for help when you need it, and say yes because everything happens for a reason.
yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me on this episode. This was fun. Kind of a bit of a random episode, but that was the point. So tune into the next one. See ya.